If you come from a Japanese family and you're born in Brazil and you spend most of your life in Amsterdam, that's already a strange cultural mix. And but there are a lot of strange things about it. Luis, if you go to architecture school and end up as an artist who's composing music, that's a kind of strange too. There are not too many people like that. So you just ask me the questions, and I got my dark glasses on, so I can pretend that I'm Luis Henrique Yudo, and I'll read his answers. One thing we share is simplicity and clarity. If you can say something with just 2 notes, say it. I wanted my music to have some sense, to have some logic, to be deterministic in some way. So I started doing counting music. And that's not very complicated. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, etc. Things like that. Also, when we start organizing a structure, the process of what we do is so logical that it'll follow its own rules, regardless of the composer. It's in a way egoless. What fascinates me about Tom is that he's always surprising me. He can come up to me and tell me one day that he's suddenly working with jugglers. I didn't mean it that way, but sure. And we had a rehearsal, and I started to understand what they could do and what they couldn't do and how I could write the music. I can't juggle at all, but I can understand the sequences a little bit. I see sounds the same way as colors. They give me the basic musical structure. It's a different kind of music. It's music for the eye. Sometimes, by looking at something, you can almost hear the sounds. I hope the same parallel of reading a painting with the eye also happens to the music, because they follow the same rules of structure, which are very clear. I use only very few elements, very simple. It's a bit like Mondrian and Escher. They get together and do something like that. I should go back and say that already with the symmetries, I was really interested in translating visual images into music. And block designs are more visual images, but it's not just literally the visual image, it's the way the numbers come out. They make squares or octagons or whatever. And this can be translated into music also. Yes, and that's not only looking at a picture from one perspective, but giving a counterpoint of 4 views, almost a sort of 3-dimensional listening. I'm not illustrating anything, but the painting is the music. The best overall term for my music and for me is minimalism. Everything I do is very reduced means. I like to control what's happening. I don't like arbitrary stuff. I don't like dreams and emotions and all that. Minimal materials. But you're right, I sometimes go out of that with jugglers, for example, and with humor. Tom always surprises me. It always has a wonderful laugh to it, his music. That's something I just love in his work, his humor. Some kind of a da-dee-da, da-dee-da. Feldman, you know? But the voices are not in synchronization, so it wouldn't be my music, I don't think. I think somebody was walking around with a microphone. But it's pretty repetitive. That sounds like my music. And it's minimal, just 3 notes. Da 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 da. Who could have written that? Something about spatiality, no? Oh, no, and changed keys there. It's somebody else. It's going on in several keys at once. Who would have done that? Somebody a little perverted. Wanted to have 3 keys at once. That's not a true minimalism. A true minimalist would do it all with just 3 notes. It's nice music though. And it's very well organized. Found it? Somebody's taking a picture of you taking a picture. I could read that better. Of course. But it's amusing. You're taking a picture of him taking a picture
Yeah, it's a meta picture.
of me being taken picture of.